Thanks, Lee. You just flipped me the bird as an intro to the
As a
podcast.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you. How are you doing? This is GameFace, and we're here to tell you all about our awesome games that we've been playing. We've been putting on our GameFace this past week in a big way, I'm sure. How you guys been doing? I'm not going to ask Lee. Simone, how are you?
I'm good. Gosh, it's weird. I felt like I hadn't played any games this week. But while I was sitting here trying to remember what I have played, I have a bigger list than normal.
That's what she said.
Literally, she
big
just
lists.
said it.
Big lists, I cannot lie.
Did you Excel spreadsheet? Was it that big or not that big?
Not that big.
Okay,
No.
all right. Just checking.
And Mr. Lee, how are you? You
Mate, I'm
seem to
all
be
right.
in Yeah, I think you're getting a bit of cabin fever there.
A bit giddy, yes.
Yeah, a bit
I've got a new
giddy.
setup. I moved my whole I took my garage apart on Saturday. 5 hours later, I put it back again.
It looked good. It
Wow.
looks good.
It's-
Why did you have to do that?
Because I was sick of sitting where I was sitting. I didn't like the position.
Oh,
And I wanted to move my desk to a place where there was lots of rubbish. So I took all rubbish out, cleared all these, and I've got now stuff behind me.
Yeah, look at the cool stuff behind him.
Right, some cool stuff. I've got like my old Nexus 1 phone from 2007 and my old tablet I brought in 2009 probably now, and all this sort of cool stuff just sat behind me. All on show with all its boxes. I kept all the original boxes, so I just put them all out.
Cool.
And if you look carefully, I'm pretty sure you can see the Dungeon Keeper box behind you.
Yes, I wonder where I got that from.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the Dungeon Keeper, the Martin Magic
Dungeon
box.
Keeper 2, yeah. Mighty Magic, that's right, yeah. Original VCR Star Wars.
Ooh, nice.
It's a
Okay.
very cool desk you've got there, actually.
It's alright, isn't it? I've even got my old poker mat down.
Oh,
Just in
yeah,
case someone
I
play
know what
poker
that
behind me, I can.
In case you want to turn your back to the stream and just play
You start
poker for
playing.
a bit.
Play some blackjack.
Okay. I'm not interested in this streaming anymore. Right.
No,
time for
you're all
some-
boring me. I'm going to win some money against myself.
Oh, look at that. You're betting against the
I
house.
beat myself again, yes. So that was my Saturday, basically. I think I started at 1 o'clock and about 6 I finished.
Good job. That's great.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's really good. And it's all clean. I kind of swept it all and brushed it, washed it all down and found stuff and went, oh, that's where it went.
Nice. You got tired of just looking at the lawnmower when you podcasted.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now I look at the garage door, but it means I can see the way out if I need to
Ah, yeah.
as well.
In
Yeah.
case there's a fire.
Exactly.
I
Yes.
nearly burnt the house down yesterday.
Nice. That's a
Oh, on
bonus.
Sunday. Yeah. Gosh, never before have I been so grateful for having spilt food on myself, because it was the only reason I got up to go to the kitchen again, to notice that the towel that I had to cover the rest of the food, the corner was sitting on the element that was slowly
Ooh.
cooling down. And it was glowing red, at least. And so ran that underwater and then freaking out, because you can't just have the fire alarm go off in an apartment.
No, not in
It
shared
affects
rooms.
Not just
Yeah.
you.
And you get
So,
a $4,000 bill as well.
I was so nervous, and yeah, far out. But it's okay. The alarm did not go off. I think it's faulty. Don't tell anyone, because it's okay, because I'll probably do it again. So let's keep it faulty so it doesn't fire.
Good idea. Let's just keep this between us. The fact that our fire alarms are faulty.
Yes, please.
Yes.
And if you see a news report, couple burned in apartment fire. in
Faulty
Melbourne,
fire alarms to blame. Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, just know that it's what I wanted.
She died like she lived, on fire. Brilliant. Well, good job, everyone. Simone burns the house down. Lee fixes his garage. Been a productive weekend.
Yeah, it has. That's what happens when you get locked down. You clean stuff out.
Yeah, you kind of have to keep yourself busy.
Yep.
Man, at this stage, we've forgotten what freedom feels like. So, this is just our state of being now, being locked down.
Yeah, it's getting easier in a depressing kind of way. We've kind of forgotten what
You've
life used to be like.
accepted your lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Also-
when you're on a sinking ship, you've just kind of accepted the water coming in underneath the door. Going, oh yeah, cool. At least we can fish.
I have a t-shirt on that I
Ooh,
wore
that's
outside
good.
today.
You went outside.
Yeah, I went outside. It's
Twice.
almost illegal. It says, I'm no tourist. I live here. So I thought it was good for today.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my
Spacious choice.
Spacious Choice t-shirt.
That's
Nice.
fantastic.
Carl's
Brilliant.
wearing his Lord of the Rings shirt.
Yeah, look, Sauron. Sauron represent.
Oh, well.
Awesome. Well, no one's here to listen to us tell them what shirts we're wearing. Let's tell them what games we've been playing. Who wants to go first? Who's excited? Who's the most excited? Who's more excited than me is the question.
Me.
Well,
I'm always more excited.
I have an issue this week.
Oh, should we start off with Lee's rant and then transition to some
No,
excitement?
it's not a rant at all. It's just one game I've been playing all week. That's all.
Ah, yes, I see. So you've only been playing one game.
Yep, it's all Kingsman's fault.
That's incredible.
Gosh, you're... Okay, so you're the boring one this week.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
yeah, I
man.
watched Minecraft being played. Does that count?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We can't exactly talk to people about the Twitch streams we watched, can we?
Well, maybe if we're running out of... Oh, no, I played another game. That's what I did play 2 games. It's okay, everybody.
Okay,
Okay,
calm
well,
down. Lee's
I'll
back to his
start.
normal way.
Because
Yep.
I have 3.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. I'll start with the least interesting. Not because I don't like the game, just because I can't say too much about spoilers. But I played about an hour of Control this week. This week's been really busy, which is why it felt like I haven't played any games. But no, I did play Control. I have 3 missions left, so I'm getting there. I'm loving it. Like, I can't wait to carry on playing. And it's annoying that it's taken me this long to get this far. So yeah, 3 missions to go. Oh, you can't see my fingers. 3 missions to go. And I fought an optional boss as a side mission recently called The Former, which takes you to like another world, and then you have this massive worm thing that you fight. And that took me at least half an hour. So that's why this game is... I'm going so slowly through this game because I'm not very good at it. So yeah, and I was quite stoked because it's a side mission. You don't often get achievements for side missions, but I did for this guy because he was obviously a special boss. So I was quite chuffed with that.
And he's a worm.
He's a worm with an eye. He's kind of got... It's a single eye, but he rotates it. So when it's facing this way...
Is it like the Eye of Sauron? Sauron.
Sauron.
Yeah, not as scary.
Ah, okay.
Also, it doesn't talk. It's just a worm.
Yeah, silly Lee. What do you think?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Talking worms.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
Yes, the fridge boy. So basically there's this weird fridge. There's a lot of weird items in the game, which is part of what I love about the game because everything is so unexpected. There's a fridge that is going a bit haywire, and it's fine as long as you're looking at it. If you stop looking at it, it starts going crazy and people die.
Oh, okay, so that's a bit more extreme than just defrosting when you stop looking at it.
Oh yeah, no.
Goes
No,
haywire,
things-
my meat goes a bit off.
No, I'm meaning crazy haywire, like level 10 haywire.
Oh, okay.
So you fix the fridge by killing this massive worm.
What? That makes no sense whatsoever.
I know. You should play this game, Lee.
Okay, I do want to play
It's
this
so
game.
good.
But
It's
I
so good. You'll love it. And the story is really, really cool.
Man.
Yeah,
So
it's great.
I'm still trying to wrap my brain around the fact that to fix a fridge, you kill a giant worm that's got one eye.
Yeah, well, that's basically what Lee said. I'm not going to say anything more. My character has the power to heal things, right? Cleanse things. So I
including
fixed
fridges.
stuff. Yeah, the fridge was broken, so I went in and fixed it. And it
So you
turned
did
out
some spring
everything-
cleaning. Is that what you did?
Yes.
Cleaned out
Is
your fridge.
is your main weapon a mop?
It's called control because I'm a perfectionist control freak. Okay?
Okay.
And I needed to fix a fridge. It was an optional, but I chose to fix the fridge because I'm a control freak.
Man, that's awesome.
Neil, Mass, I reckon you should get her to clean your fridge. I think she's quite good at it.
Good job on cleaning the fridge. So do you want to have a quick rant about the different achievement list that we found out this week?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. So, being the forward thinker I was, I'm thinking I really like this game. I'm gonna hop on the store and see if the DLC is on sale because I'd hate to want to play the DLC in a couple months' time and it's not on sale and have missed my opportunity. So went onto the store. It's on sale. Great. The whole game's on sale. The edition, the Series X upgrade edition. So it's just called Control the Ultimate Edition. And it turns out that the Ultimate Edition is a different game to the non-Ultimate Edition.
So, actually, just interrupt very quickly. I read an article today from the Control developers saying that they made a huge mistake doing that, making a separate game. Yeah, they have huge regrets. They didn't say they were going to fix it, which I thought was a bit naughty. I thought they should fix it. But they did say that wasn't great.
I don't know game development very well, but I can't imagine it's an easy fix. I mean, they're two separate games.
No, you just give it away for free, don't you? But it's a bit late now.
Away for free?
The free upgrade. The upgrade, yeah.
Oh yeah, agreed. But they have, I mean, I only know data. I imagine the two games have two different IDs. They're two, apart from name, they're basically two separate games.
Right, but so they didn't just upgrade the graphics on it. They actually made a whole new game, did they?
Correct. Yep, that's right.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So we got the Ultimate Edition, only to find out that it has a separate set of achievements. So now I have the DLC, but if I start it, I'm not making any progress towards the game.
The old game.
I would have to replay Control.
Could you get Carl to play it in your name?
Oh, that's a great idea.
And then play the DLC once he's finished the main game.
Kyle?
Yeah, no, I don't like that idea. I don't get any of the achievements. I must say, the
Well, you
achievement
do.
count is
You know,
very
you
low.
do. You do get them. You just not in
Get
your
them
name.
for Simone, yeah.
Yes.
And
You immensely though. Physically, you did get them.
mentally, you got them. Physically, no.
No.
I'm realizing now I should have put a line in my vows, or in Carl's vows, to say I will get Simone achievements on her behalf. No, isn't that illegal? You get in trouble for that?
I think you do. If you're winning in a competition.
I wouldn't
for
tell
achievements,
anybody.
I think.
I'll tell nobody. It's fine.
Okay.
Just like the fire alarm, you tell no one.
Tell nobody. Your secret's
Wow.
safe with me.
Just between us.
To finish my games until death does us part. There you go.
Exactly. In a way, it's nice that they admitted that they've made a mistake. That makes me feel a bit better. And they learn
Yes.
from next time, so they're not going to do it again.
That's the kind of vibe of the message, yeah, that they're saying. We'll not do that again because that was crazy. They said it's because of certain consoles struggling to upgrade them. And I was like, I wonder who you're talking about.
Yeah. That's very on the nose, isn't it?
Yeah, they didn't actually name names, but they did say it's because of the situation at the time with consoles. They had to do this. I was like,
Yep. Yeah. The one that's got anti-smart delivery.
That's right, exactly, yeah. Because the whole article was about smart delivery.
What's it called? Dumb delivery.
Dumb delivery, yeah. PlayStation.
You could have at least tried to cover that up with a cough.
Oh, sorry, I said that out loud. I thought it was in my head. Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a pity now. I have to decide whether I want to re-buy the DLC in the normal version or not. It's
No.
cheap.
Well, I mean,
So,
if
did you buy
100% it.
digital, the game? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Oh,
Good.
Kyle, we could probably get a refund right now if we wanted to. How
No,
many?
That's-
let's keep it. I want to play it.
Okay.
So, Carl, why don't you buy the DLC as a gift for Simone? Maybe that's the...
Ah, yeah, that's a good idea. There is a sale on at the moment, so I could
Yeah.
do that.
There is. Yeah, hopefully it
it's-
hasn't ended.
So you're playing in the low-res version of Control, aren't you?
Well, the normal res version. Yeah.
Low.
Normal race. not the Series X upgrade, no.
No.
No. But I am thinking of getting a Series S. But
I think you should. I think they're awesome.
yeah. I think they're worth the.
You don't use
price.
discs at all, do you? You don't have any discs?
Only Spyro. Spyro is the
Okay.
only disc I have.
And when the Halo console came out, we had such a good plan. We were going to get the Halo console, and then
Yeah.
Simone was going to get my launch day Series X. I was going to get the nice Halo one, and then we could all be Series X buddies together. And then, of course, the Halo one sold out, and now we can't find it anywhere. In
Just
the
pay
world.
$2,000 on eBay. Be fine.
Okay, Lee, do you have $2,000 for me on a
Oh,
slightly
yeah, sure.
unrelated note?
Yeah, I'll just check on Patreon.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I reckon Neil Master's right, though. Just complete it twice. Double
Yeah,
achievements.
double
You know the
achievements.
game. It'll be really easy.
Oh, you could speedrun it.
Speedrun it.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, who me?
It's hard.
No, wait. So what you should do then is stop playing the original version now, jump to the Series X version and take your time in the very pretty looking, everything exciting version and look around and look at all the prettiness. And then once you know where things are, speedrun the normal version that's not as pretty.
Turn on the assist and speedrun it. You could do that, you know. You could turn on the assist and speedrun it until your point where you are now and then play it again normally. It might take you an hour or two. You know,
I don't know. I'd rather play a new game.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I agree.
You're right. You're very right. I could do that, but I'd rather play something new.
Yes, that's true. Fair enough as well. I mean, Control's probably one of those games that doesn't have much replayability in terms of the story.
get Carl to speedrun it.
Well, the combat is neat enough that I would replay, definitely. So maybe in a couple years.
Oh yeah, cool.
So Carl not replaying it and re-speedrunning it? No one answered that question. No one else liked that idea.
We're just ignoring you now.
I know, I can tell. I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, clearly you can tell. You've mentioned it a few times. You're like, come on, guys. How good is this idea?
Come on.
Notice me.
Please talk to me. This worm's got arms.
Is this the worm with arms? No, this is the worm. You're fighting the worms with eyes.
It has an eye, and yes, it has arms.
Yeah, okay.
The arms were why I died so much.
I see.
They're a bit mean.
No, I was good. I was good at dodging the arms, but then what happens is he makes a hole in the world that you're in, and so later on you're fighting him, and I would dodge and fall through those holes, and that was how I was dying most of the time. Not because he was hitting me, but because I'd fall through those holes and you can't get back up.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
So the worm was like, haha, I defeated you. And you go, no, my clumsiness did.
Yeah, this is not a win for you. This is a lose for me.
Yeah, pretty
There's a
much.
difference.
Too true. So, Mr. Lee, tell us about your second game that you remembered.
Okay, so at the beginning of the week, I played Assassin's Creed Unity
Oh, yeah.
because I felt like I should finish that game. I played up until about 9. I think there's like 12, what do you call them, chapters? I think they're called memories. That's what they're called, memories. And I was kind of nearly finished the end of number 9, so I thought, I might as well complete it. Just sit down quietly and just plod through it because I do like the jumping around, finding the chest, open the chest, shoot, kill some people, send the berserker thing, make them kill themselves. That's definitely the best way of killing someone who has to be assassinated, to make them kill themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Saves me. I can just sit on the roof and shoot them, and then they kill themselves. It's quite cool. So I managed to do about 2 or 3. There's like chapters inside the memories. So I did like 2 or 3 chapters. I finished 9, got halfway through 10, and did some running around. And then that was it. It was very cool. I did enjoy it. I do like the game. It's quite cool. I was talking to Kingsman about it, and everyone slags off Unity. And it is like $2 to buy or free because Kingsman reckons he's got like 20 keys of it kicking around.
Wow.
It's really cheap. You can pick it up anywhere for like next to nothing.
Wow.
So why does he have so many keys? Is he
I don't
hoping
know.
to resell it when it becomes a collector's item?
No, he said, why did you pay? I paid $3 for it on CD keys. He said, why'd you pay that? I've got a key I could have given you. That's what he said to me. I have like 5 of them. Yeah, there you go. You can get copies of $2 each. So it's so cheap.
Amazing.
And it's a cool game.
So yeah, Kingsman, if you got a spare key, chuck one our way.
Oh, chuck it over this way. Yeah.
I don't think we've got Assassin's Creed Unity. I think it's one of the only ones we're missing. In the
Do you know,
whole
it
collection.
feels like a proper Assassin's Creed game.
Oh, okay.
In respect that you sneak around and you kill stuff in a sort of assassin manner. There's no kind of crazy Viking stuff going on or
Ships to
boats
ship.
as a pirate or anything like that. You're actually just a guy running around on the rooftops of Paris, which is kind of how you imagine would be, wouldn't it? That's what you imagine you're doing. Run around, you see guys below, you jump down, kill them, get out real quick, and that's what I do. Go down, kill person, smoke, get out, or kill them with my.
Smoke.
No, you smoke. You send a smoke bomb.
You always
Oh,
have a
right.
cigarette after a good assassin.
Exactly, of course. You have a pipe
Really? That's a very impressive RPG.
for smoking.
Do you run out? Sounds like Fallout.
What game was I playing? And the D-pad. The right one was smoke a cigarette.
Ascent.
No, it was that Chinese game I was playing. That got
What? Chinese game is
The one that I think you'd like, where you run around and you kind of go to school and you have to get your grades up, and it's got a really weird name. Yeah.
Oh, Friends of Ringo
Nico,
Starr
Nico.
or something.
Yeah, that's right. So right D-pad is smoke a cigarette.
Oh, well, I mean, you are a bad boy. You got to
Exactly. So you just smoke cigarettes. Oh,
So
you can get... Yeah,
one
so it's
button to smoke a cigarette and the other button to slag off the teachers.
pretty much, yep. Just hang out and look
Man.
cool. Yeah.
So they basically could have just called this Bad Boy Simulator.
Yes. Yeah, it's good. Go and play it. It's good fun. I do like it, and it's a continuation of it's the third one out of like you go Black Flag, Thief maybe. What's it called? The one in between. There's another one in between it. No one knows. And then there's Unity, which is the third one of the lot. I think.
No one knows. Oh, isn't it the one in London? What's the one in
No,
London?
that's Syndicate. No, that's not it. That's afterwards. That's
Okay.
different characters. This is a continuation.
So
Rogue.
This Unity.
Rogue. There you go. Rogue.
Rogue.
Oh, someone just said Rogue in the chat. Yeah, Rogue.
Isn't Rogue the one that's where you run
Yeah.
2D?
Yeah.
No, that's the Chronicles ones. No, Rogue's a proper one.
Oh, I've never heard of Assassin's Creed Rogue.
Oh, okay. Well, it's the one that goes
Sounds
out
like-
between Black Flag and Unity is Rogue, and that's the three that kind of hang out together. Because I think you play. It's like Black Flag ends with a kid, like your kid, and your kid
yeah.
is the one in the next one almost or something. Like it's that sort of link. That's that kind of.
Oh,
And you're supposed to play Black Flag, Rogue, then Unity because the story kind of is a continuation, or the family is a continuation. I didn't. I just didn't do that. I just played the Unity because I had Unity and didn't have Rogue, so I decided to start it up.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So Unity's the one that's got the 4-player co-op, eh?
Yeah, that's got. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's got co-op in it. I did some with Rebecca ages ago because she was doing a little bit of a achievement hunting, and she needed somebody who was just there to help her. I was like, I'm rubbish. She's like, you just need to be there and do when I do stuff. Just say, I'll tell you what to do. I was like, sweet, okay. So
Nice.
I got some
Did you
achievements
get
out
the
of it.
achievement as
Yeah,
well?
we got some achievements out of it. There's a few where you like, there's a dual kill one you do, both of you kill at the same time, and there's like when you go across an assault course, you got to
You
win.
have
A,
to
Cold
it's a
Sword
fair.
Sword. I'm holding my word.
There's a fair, and you go across an assault course, and you got to do it in kind of in a certain amount of time. You get an achievement. And you can't do it on your own. You got to do it with two people. So
Do you have to kill someone at the same... So with the dual kill, do you have to kill the same person at the same time? Or can
No.
you just randomly kill two different people at the same time?
well, you normally do it with two people stood next to two guards. Is normally how you do it.
Oh,
So you all go
okay.
left, you go right, jump down.
So you
kill.
don't just
Cool.
wander into Paris and be like, oh yeah, I've got this person here, and the other person says, yeah, no, I've got this person here, and you go right and kill.
But what is fun in that? It's much nicer to be above them and say kill, and you both jump down at the same time and go.
Yeah, but I mean, assassins
That
are
sounds
more,
amazing.
are
It
better
is,
to
it's
just
cool,
a
yeah.
sword, just a sword in the back. You know, they've got that fancy blade.
No, you have the
Stab
Phantom
them in the
Blade.
back.
Phantom
Yeah.
Blade.
Stab them in the
Quick.
back, walk away.
Yep. Yeah,
Go
yeah.
have a smoke.
Exactly. Yes.
Have a smoke.
I think they have a pipe, wouldn't they?
Well, that's why you got me confused. That's why I thought Syndicate was the one you're missing because of the pipe.
No, they're actually not really a smoke. No, what it is, it's a ball. It's a smoke cloud that you create. You drop a bomb of smoke, and it confuses everybody. Then you bugger off.
Ah. And so in the newspaper they say serial killing smoke strikes again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, poisonous smoke.
Poisonous smoke.
Brilliant.
Victim found with stab wounds.
Gosh. Yeah, smoke these days, eh?
Indeed.
Can't trust even the smoke. Even the smoke is carrying a knife. It's that unsafe these days to walk in the street.
So if you want to do multiplayer achievement hunting, because I think you can get you a. I think GPN Hall of Gamers is going to hook you up with a key for the sound of it.
Ah, awesome. Thanks, guys.
And that's it. There wasn't much going on because I kind of got disturbed by somebody called Kinsman not long into my session.
Pestering.
He's been pestering you for months, though.
This is a different pester.
No, this is the same pester, I'm pretty sure.
No, previous pester was me doing Borderlands.
Yeah, but after
Same
Borderlands, it was practically immediately.
I think I must have ignored him.
Yeah, you did for ages. He even said you've been ignoring him successfully for like months.
Well, you know, Ascent. I had to complete Ascent a couple of times before I could talk to him.
Yeah, priorities.
Yeah, good priority. It's great.
Podcast comes first.
Yeah,
Ascent comes first.
Well, yes, Ascent comes first, then maybe the podcast.
Then maybe podcast if I can stop playing Ascent for a little bit.
When last did you play Ascent?
I stopped when I completed it for the second time. I stopped.
Okay, so you haven't played this month.
No, I have not played this month. No, I went straight into Unity because I was kind of thinking I should stop playing this now. I'd put like 30 odd hours into it, 40 hours into it. I thought I should probably stop now. That's enough.
Amazing. Brilliant.
It's very good, but if you want to jump into it, I can help you.
Yeah, I'm super keen, but I'm trying to finish Scarlet Nexus first.
You're still playing that little game. Come on.
Oh, it's so good.
It's a big game.
Well, you should talk about it now. That's probably a good segue to...
Good, yes.
The problem I have with Scarlet Nexus is I can't talk about the story, even though the story is so good, because it's still spoilery. It's still too new to just talk about the story with someone. But
Okay,
basically, the game is great. I've got new outfits for my people because I'm best friends with them now. And so
New
they're
hats.
His
New hats.
main character's wearing shiny jacket.
yeah, everyone is now dressing in white because I'm their best friend, which is awesome. Because you're like,
White is the color of friendship.
yeah, white is the color of friendship. You go and you give people gifts, and then they talk to you about their lives, and they take you on excursions, and then they're like, we're better friends now. And eventually you do that enough times, and they're like, now we're best friends, now you can put a jacket on me. And you're like, that's perfect. I have this white jacket that's just been hanging around for ages just for you. Never mind the fact that up until now I've been giving you cute little bows in your hair and like cat ears and cool little bunny slippers. You know?
See, this is why I'd love to live in Asia.
Cute little
wear
bunny
bunny
ears.
slippers.
You just want bunny ears.
No.
That's-
Asia has this, like, everything is almost like in levels, okay? So you have friendship levels. So you go on excursions and your friendship level increases. And I say Asia. I was going to say Japan, but I'm saying Asia because martial arts works the same way. You do gradings, you get the next belt. Everything in Asia just makes sense. It's for people
levels,
like
yeah.
me.
Just think, you go out with someone for a couple beers, and then your friendship level increases.
Yeah.
And you get a new
more
belt.
perks. Friendship
And
belt, yeah.
You get a new belt, and that you're able to put a hat on your friend. A new hat, a different colored hat. You're like, no, this one looks better. Put the white
Yes.
one on.
Exactly. And white is the color of friendship, so
Yeah, white's the color of friendship.
that's how you know you're a good friend. In the West, you just have to kind of guess.
Yeah, you just have to kind of text them and be like, sup, what are we?
Yeah. We don't put names on things, Kyle.
We're just keeping our friendship casual at the moment.
I'm just wearing grey.
So yeah, no,
Great.
Scarlet Nexus is great. The mechanics are still getting more and more complicated as I'm now 24 hours into the game.
I was going to say, so is it
Wow.
actually getting harder? Or is it kind of like you're into it now, so it's not too bad?
No, they've now unlocked, I think this is the last mechanic to unlock in the game, but basically they want you to double click the right button to change abilities, and then you can click the right button, and then when you hold the right button down and press A, B, X, Y, it does something different. Then if you double click the left button, it changes those abilities. So when you hold down the left button and you press A, B, X, Y, it changes what those buttons would do. So effectively, you need like 8 more buttons on your controller in order to actually do what the game wants you to do.
You know, you just need fast Asian hands.
That's right.
But the one thing I must mention is that this week I've switched over to using the Series X controller,
Ah,
which
yes.
came in the box. I have officially retired my Elite version 1.
You've retired the
after-
cat. The cat is now
Yeah.
retired.
The cat is now retired. And this controller feels so good.
Isn't it,
Like-
though? Isn't it amazing?
I can feel the difference. They said, they just changed the shape around the top buttons where your fingers go, and they changed the triggers a bit to make it smaller. And you go, yeah, sure, whatever. Looks the same to me. Until you hold it and you start using it. And man, when I was playing Destiny with the Elite controller, when you start getting in those hairy situations and you're holding the controller tight, you end up having to like uncramp your hands after a bit. Playing Scarlet Nexus, and I'm doing the same thing, holding the controller tight, but I'm not having to uncramp my hands as much.
Wow.
So just that little change has seemed to have affected the way I hold the controller, basically.
So that's because the controller's awesome, and that's why I like the idea of the blue one, because they've improved the grip slightly. They've improved the grip, and they've kind of changed the buttons a little bit.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if the blue one is an upgrade on the Series X one. Be interesting to see how much better it is,
Yeah,
if
I'm
at all,
tempted
I
to get
guess.
that too. And it's got rubber grips. The blue
Rubber
one as
grips.
well. So
That's
it's got
why I
that
like
nice
it.
soft
Yeah,
touch.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which is good in winter, but in summer that stuff doesn't absorb sweat.
It makes it slippery.
Yeah.
I'll have to wear my
So-
gamer gloves then.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Oh, you just sounded so convincing.
Maybe
I'm
it should
about to get
be.
really impressed. Like esports gloves or something.
Exactly. Yeah, fingerless gloves, because you don't want them too sweaty.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's
With,
how you know you're
with
getting
Xbox
pro.
Cast across the fist, looks really smart.
Absolutely. Xbox cast.
Exactly. Yes. And if you go that, it goes Lee Howard.
It's not
I'm
very
sure they
intimidating if you're gonna go in for a fight.
No.
Or if you want to show Lee Howard, then you're going in for a slap. That's even a bit more.
They'll just see Lee coming towards their face.
Yeah.
Lee written across the palms.
Oh, okay. We need hobo gloves now.
Yeah,
Hobo gloves, Xbox Cast hobo gloves. Yeah.
that's awesome. Good
Yes.
idea. So no, Scarlet Nexus is really good. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I'll be sad when it ends. Even
That's
though
awesome. That's really cool.
I'm only halfway through, I think. I'm on to chapter
Have you-
10.
Wait. Have you finished the first guy yet?
No, I'm on to chapter 10 of the first guy.
God,
I
what are
still
you
have
doing?
no idea how long to go, and I don't want to look it up or know.
No.
Because I have a
That'd be
feeling this
sad.
chapter 10 is the last one.
Okay.
It feels very much like a last mission. It feels, in Mass Effect 2, when you got to the last mission and you had to choose where your squad goes, and basically you had to do the suicide mission. It feels like that. Like you're picking your squad and you're picking the people to do certain things.
That's good. Okay, that's good.
I have a feeling I'm near the end. If I don't understand, if I finish this boss at the end of chapter 10, the boss that I'm supposed to be fighting, if I finish it, I don't understand who's next to fight. Because I think I've fought the government, I've fought aliens from space, I've fought another government,
Oh,
I've
another
fought some
government.
scientists,
Okay.
I fought a third government, which are very cool people. They believe in returning to the moon, which is interesting.
Just like you, Kyle.
Well, I mean, yeah, they started speaking my language. They were
You got
like-
one with them.
Yeah, but I don't know why I had to fight them, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the moon. Let's go to the moon. And then the characters are like, we can't go to the moon because of reasons. And I'm like, oh, that's a pity. I want to go to the moon. But anyway, so yeah, I fought 3 governments. I fought aliens from space. What else have I fought?
Your friends.
I fought my friends. I fought my best friend. I killed my best friend. Oh no.
What? Spoiler.
Oh, yeah, put
Oh,
the heck, Kyle.
Sorry, that just slipped out. I just remembered. That's shocking.
Oh my God.
You go, I'm not going to tell you the story, and then you just say that.
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, I'll cut that out.
Oh,
So funny.
Before I
apologise
say
to
anything
the
more
2 people.
spoilery, just play Scarlet Nexus.
Play it.
Really good, really great, fantastic action. Just
okay.
I love it.
Shane, we need to save Kyle Lee, so I'll go next.
You go next, yeah. I've only got one left
Yeah.
after this one, so.
Okay, so this is Kyle and myself. I started No Man's Sky for the first time, and Kyle has restarted No Man's Sky with me. Now, the twist here, apart from the fact that this is the first time I've ever played, I know a little bit about it. I've watched some of Kyle, and I think I've watched all the trailers as the new content comes out. However, we're playing on PermaDeath.
Do you not like yourself?
So, the idea behind this is that Kyle and I are going to play the game together, and then we're going to. Now, this is. I
What?
hope
What? Yep.
you're going to have some biases against this, but we're going to be writing fan fiction. We're going to be writing in diary form our adventures, and we're probably going to put it on Patreon. And the idea is if we're playing on PermaDeath, there's a lot more weight to the story.
Wait,
There's no
it could
response.
also could be quite a short story.
It could, but I haven't died yet. So, yeah,
Have you
it
left
could
the
be-
first room? Have you left the first room? Are you
I've
still
left
kind
the
of
first world? Yes.
okay? You have
eventually.
left. Okay.
It was a radioactive world, but I did survive.
The world does try to kill you a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my
does.
word!
Is that screenshot you shared, Simone, where it said Death Planet or something? I can't remember exactly what you said, but
Yeah, that was my first planet
yeah.
and didn't die.
Oh man!
Kyle had to restart the game 6 times, but I don't think he wasn't being very life preserving. I think at one point he just hopped into a world. He goes nah, and then basically kills himself and hops into the next world until he gets a safe one.
No, it was none of the worlds are safe. So,
Wait a minute! Whoa! I feel like Kyle's done this before. Didn't he go back for 3 hours in the game one time because he didn't like the way it was going? Kyle's got history here.
He does.
So before we could play together, we had to get to a point in the story or tutorial where we have either left the first planet or made our first save. I think it was. It's very strange. Joining friends in No Man's Sky is a very strange thing. We had to look it up how to do it because
I think you do. It's a story thing, isn't it? Isn't it a story? You have to go so far in the story.
You have to get.
The story is optional.
Yeah.
No, but I thought you had to do certain amount of stuff to kind of progress.
Yeah. So there's a certain point at which you can join your friends, but in the beginning you can't. So you can't both spawn on a planet and start off from scratch.
Yeah, you can't start off on a multiplayer.
That's right, yeah, because you don't get to a certain place, do you? There's like a little space station you have to go to. Isn't that
Not
right?
even that.
No,
No.
we could join each other's game before that.
Yeah. Once we got off the first planet, it seems that's the trigger. Once you're off your first planet, you can then join friends. So what we did is we go, right, we're going to do this in PermaDeath mode. We're going to start together and off we're going to go. Simone starts and she's very careful and she looks after herself and her toxic planet. So her health is going down the whole time. She's very careful about going outside. She's looking after herself. I start on a planet, everything's on fire, and my suit is saying, your life support is dying. You need to harvest this mineral to fix it. So what do? I start harvesting the mineral, like the suit is telling me to do, like my spaceship tells me to do. What happens? I'm outside for too long and I die.
I feel like it's just hearing excuses. That's all I'm hearing.
Repeat that 6 times.
Lee, did you know that statistically men die earlier than women? This is why.
Yes, this is true.
This is why.
Because of
as a woman,
complaining.
I arrive on the planet and I think, right, I need a home. Carl's like, that rock needs to die.
Before I do.
So just going back to the little diary that we are making. The reason we're doing PermaDeath is that it makes us be more careful, lifelike, and at any moment we could die. So the readers will never know at what point this might be the last diary entry.
Yeah.
So it's
Day
tense
42.
for us, and it's tense for the readers as well. And
Found a hole.
Yeah.
And that's how it finishes.
So,
Yeah, because I
now
remember. So actually, you've got the video playing here. What I did was I found a settlement, and I used that as my starter base because I could go and hide in their houses that they'd already built. The shops.
Yes.
Yes.
So I used this house to hide in, so I could not die, and then I went from there and built stuff around it. That's what you do.
Master's message. What did you say?
I agree with Neil Master though. Yeah, this will be Simone's diary.
Simone's diary for all the wonderful No Man's Sky boyfriends, all named a variation of Kyle.
Poor Carl. But yeah, that's what I did. I just used the natural houses that were hanging around. The previous alien people use their houses to live.
That's a good idea, but don't you spawn not close to that stuff?
Well, but then I went for a bit of a mooch around, and I found one. I was like, oh, this is cool.
Okay.
And then went, I might as well stay here. And my house, if I log in, my house is actually built next to the settlement with Bob or whatever his name is. He doesn't talk to me anymore, though. He ignores me now. I don't know why.
Because he's like, look at all my lovely farmland, and you're like, here is where I build my house. In the middle of his crops. He goes, oh, okay then.
And he's not borrowing my solar panels. Oh, my solar panel, he can bugger off. Get his own power.
So you build on his farmland, and then you're like, and now you're not having any power. Don't come asking for a cup of sugar.
No. Sell me more stuff.
So on my 4th start, I got pretty far, and I found a settlement that I could go and hide out in. But there was nothing around me to recharge my suit's life support systems. So as soon as I went outside, I started dying,
He did.
and then I did.
So how many people have died now?
So this
What number?
is what, my 7th dude?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Because
My 7th dude is alive. He's very well.
he's very well. He's just hanging out with Simone.
Yeah,
He
he's
is
hanging
now.
out with
Yes,
Simone.
we've met up.
We've met
She's just
up.
living in Simone's house, just sending Simone out on missions.
We've
I
had
don't
a
want to go
picnic.
outside. I might die. I'm a bit
I
scared.
came to rescue him. Yeah.
I'm a bit scared.
A bit scared.
Because we're on PermaDeath, right? And so this is the first time I've been into space. We've met up now. We're heading off to a new planet, and as we're going there, there's a warning that says that there's an enemy nearby or a pirate of some kind.
That's right. Yeah, we go for the meteors. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, well, I've just started. I don't really want to die now. I want to learn a bit more. And Carl says we should go fight him.
Oh my
I
God.
think,
Carl, who's
Carl,
already
this is gonna
died 6
be-
times.
such a short diary adventure.
We found pirates! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! That's the last entry.
Exactly. And my last entry will be, I don't actually remember, like I met Kyle in the sky, so I hadn't even given him a hug yet, and he's already dead.
Oh, there's Carl. Oh. Bye,
Yes,
Carl.
Carl went to go find pirates. Oh, yeah, he did.
He did.
No, we
No, it's
killed the
okay.
pirates.
We didn't die.
Yeah. We killed
So,
the pirates.
okay, so you're having fun exploring? Finding, like, the frigates and finding all the other bits and pieces, the old spaceships and stuff you pick up? There's some
Yeah,
cool
we're not
stuff
Not
out
that
there.
far.
We
You're not that
literally
far,
just got
okay.
into the 2nd planet. Oh, no,
Yeah.
we're on our 3rd planet.
But this is all on one... I basically hung out on the same planet the whole time. I haven't changed planets on mine.
Well, we had to hop off our original planet to meet up.
Yep.
Now we've
I
landed.
see.
Carl didn't like that planet. I thought it was fine. Carl didn't like it, so we had to go to the next one.
Okay, see, look.
Dead
The planet I
Kyle
started off
or
on
live Kyle?
was toxic. Simone started off on a radioactive planet. I started off on a toxic planet. So the air itself wants to kill me.
But my
okay?
planet was trying to kill me too. I just dealt with it. I just made sure that I had enough supplies and stuff to not die.
Gosh,
I
Kyle,
dealt and
that's
I
a good
left.
thing. Kyle's character's middle name is Snowflake. Did you know?
Okay, so moving
Miss
on.
Snowflake.
So we get off. I get off this planet that's trying to kill me.
Yep.
This toxic planet, and I found this awesome other planet that Simone and I met on, and it's great. It's fantastic, lush grass. It looks beautiful, everything. Except there's killer robots. The Sentinels, if they detect you,
Yeah.
start chasing you down and want to murder you.
Oh, that's not good.
immediately. Yeah. So we had to hop off that planet because, flip, I don't want to be busy chopping down trees
wait,
and
wait.
suddenly this robot comes out of nowhere to chop off my legs.
Do you feel like this is part of the game? Like wherever you are, it's trying to kill you.
No.
Because I've never been on a planet which has not tried to kill me in some way. Either being too hot, too cold, no oxygen, methane air, robots. Something always trying to kill you.
That's what I thought.
This 3rd planet that we're on is like a metal/mineral planet where the plant life itself is metal. It's very strange.
Okay, is it trying to kill you?
Not pretty.
It's not pretty.
One, the planet's not pretty, but 2, I have a feeling we haven't found the thing that's trying to kill us yet.
Well, the planet itself is not trying to kill us, so that's a good sign.
And the plants not trying to kill you?
No, the plants
The
are all metal.
the one type of wildlife we've found so far doesn't seem to want to kill us. So.
Well, this
It's a
is
very
exciting.
strange planet. It's very cool though. But yes, so look, it's not pretty, but it can be. Excuse me, it can be home.
And it's not
Because
trying to kill you.
It's not trying to kill us, which is a great plus in finding a home. You know, you walk into a house and you go, oh yeah, this house, you know, good. The pros, the kitchen's really nice, nice living room, the bedroom's big, ensuite. Cons, it's trying to kill me.
When you went to Melbourne, was this
tell?
one of the things that you checked to make sure it wasn't trying to kill you?
Can you tell that Carl's from South Africa?
Things are
He's
trying
like,
to kill
I'm
him.
good. So long as nothing
Nothing's trying to kill
tries
me.
to kill me, I'm good.
It makes complete sense.
So
It
we're
does,
on
eh?
we're on this planet, you know. Okay, so the cons are it's boring. It's got not a huge amount of wildlife. It's boring to look at. Pros, it's not trying to kill us. This is home base now. I can live with boring if I live, you know. But if you give me excitement and death, maybe I will steer a bit away from that.
I'm disappointed, Carl.
PermaDeath. If it wasn't PermaDeath,
I think even
wouldn't
Simone's
mind.
disappointed with you. And she's trying not to be, but she is, I can tell.
But he goes looking for fights though in the sky and in Sea of Thieves, I'll tell you,
Yeah, but
but
that's
not on the
because
ground.
Money.
So look, Kyle will avoid fights on the ground, but will look for fights in the sky and on the sea.
Yes, I am the anti-infantry.
An enigma.
An enigma is something.
So yes.
So Kyle's a bit addicted to No Man's Sky. We played
It's so cool.
for nearly 4 hours on Sunday,
So good.
and Kyle
Makes
he's
me
daydreaming.
want to jump back into my little world and have a nosy around to see if it's still there.
No, you
The
should.
Series X enhancements for this game are incredible.
I want a pet.
Oh, I want a living ship.
A living ship, yeah. I want a frigate as
climb into
well.
this ship
I want a
and have it
frigate
talk
as
to me.
well. I've been told you can get frigates quite easily. You just have to go to a certain place and then beat a pirate. And I'm kick-ass enough to beat pirates now, so then we should go and do that.
I just want to get to the point where you can go up to the space station in the sky and edit your character so you can start customizing it. Because I've got a great idea for the character I want to
Oh, God.
build. What?
The diary
If I want to
entry.
play Sims in space, I will play Sims in space.
I just feel like Mass Effect was the same. Oh, yeah, I really did her makeup quite good.
Oh yes. It's okay.
comment.
Because remember, Kyle's TV
No
is
comment.
above mine. So if he's making stupid decisions, I can at least tell him. As opposed to afterwards when he
Ah,
takes a
true.
screenshot and says,
Yeah.
look at my character. And I say, she looks like a clown.
No, my character's going to be mint. You're going to see. He's going to be awesome. You're going to look at him and be like, Carl, how did you do that? Because he's one of the coolest looking characters ever. And I'm not going to put the Xbox head on him either. So
I'm just watching this video. I remember that you have to learn all the languages, don't you? And I think I'd worked out one of the languages almost. Like I could almost have full words when you're talking to them. I'd kind of spent quite a bit of time talking to everybody, learning the language and giving them gifts, I think, or whatever you do to learn it.
yeah, to chat to
cool.
them. Oh, the one planet I died on, I died because I found a knowledge stone which teaches you words.
Yes, that's right. I found one of those, yeah.
And the knowledge stone was just over the hill, and I didn't realize how close to death I was when I decided I was going to go learn some words. And so, the fact that I was wanting to further my
Your
knowledge and
education, yep.
my education killed me. I was too smart for my own good. I did learn the word for friend though, and then I died. so
Oh, that's really good.
the planet was very unfriend.
Unfriend. Brilliant.
Yes.
Shame you didn't learn the word for enemy as well. That might have helped you.
Yeah.
You might not have died.
Please help! I'm melting. Would have been a great word to use.
What a
But
shame.
No Man's Sky are really good.
And it's
the
prettier.
one-
They've improved it as well since I played it last
So
year, maybe it was
pretty.
playing it.
The one planet Simone and I were on, the grass looked real, like lush grass. It looks so real.
Have they got still lots of weird ass animals kicking around as well?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
totally. Yep.
Yep. I try my best to give them unique names as well. I don't just upload the
The given
created
name.
names.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think I came across on my first planet an animal that looked like a mix between a zebra and a moose. So I called
Zeus.
it a zeboose.
A Zaboose. Nice.
Yeah, and the other animal I named was an otterfly because it had wings like a dragonfly, but it had a face like an otter. So, otterfly.
Butterflies.
Are you doing the single play, the missions as well? Are you doing the story too?
I haven't figured out what I want to do about that because when I hopped into Kyle's world, it told me I should be on another planet, but I kind of just followed Kyle and what he wanted to do. So
Oh, God.
I don't know yet.
Okay. It's not that long, is it, the story, Carl?
No, it's
people
stories, I
say-
think 15 hours if you follow it.
Yeah, I think
But-
it's pretty reasonably quick and straightforward.
But from what I remember, there's now 3 different stories. So
Ah.
each story itself is like a path of about 15, 20 hours now, from what I remember.
Okay.
Just the main story is all about finding
You're
finding
following
the
a
center of the
signal
galaxy
or
or
something.
something.
Yeah, following a
Yeah,
signal
the
or something.
second
Yeah.
one is like the Atlas story that you need the
Right.
Atlas passes for. And then the third one is something else entirely. So
Okay.
at some point in the game, it's going to open up for us and give us these 3 different choices, these 3 paths that we could choose effectively. And so we're just going to hang out until then. Try to find a place to customize ourselves, I suppose.
Find a place to customize yourself.
Yeah, put on a new hat.
Hmm.
New
The diary
space hat.
entry for that day is going to be interesting because Carl's going to come out of the transformation booth as something like not a human, and I'm going to write down, learned something new today. It's going to be very awkward.
Exciting.
Oh yeah, you sound riveted.
But No Man's Sky is really good. It's it looks really pretty on the Series X. It's got a fantastic photo mode.
It does.
Really cool looking game. What they've done with it is really impressive, I must say. And I highly recommend everyone play it. The only thing that I dislike about No Man's Sky is the achievements are all multiples of 16.
Ah, your favorite, not an even number.
Not a 5 or a 0. So you just shake your fist at that. But yes, No Man's Sky. It's going to be great fun. If we're online, see if you can join in and jump us.
Yeah, I'll come and join you guys, yeah.
It'll be quite great. Great to fly around and see some things. I want to get a new ship as well. My ship looks kind of boring.
You can tell Carl's been daydreaming about this a lot. Is Lee watching a video or something?
No, I think Lee's just confused with life. Look at him.
I know, I'm just leaning, that's all.
So what's your last game, Lee?
I was actually just looking at my Forza Horizon 3 achievements I've been getting this last week or two.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Because somebody called Kinsman went to True Achievements and then went, I challenge you to complete this game. And I was like, oh my God, okay.
Who's winning?
He is, but he has time.
Yeah.
He has way more time than I do to play. I'm currently on 154 achievements in that game.
Wow, word. That's impressive.
Great.
Yeah, I've got quite a few. Although he's almost completed it. It'll be interesting to see who's actually winning, but because there's a thing on True Achievements you can actually compare, can't you?
Yes.
But I've been bringing a push. I've done about. I was actually trying to count my achievements, but I couldn't work it out because there's quite a few. But I've been going through the ones like some of the harder ones, like complete all the championships in a Hoonigan pack car. 0.15% of people have unlocked this one.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a few like that. 1 point is higher for all the championships completed and Horizon's Hot Wheels. 0.19% of people completed. So I've been trying to get all the hard ones out of the way because they're the ones that you have to do 28 championships. Each one has at least 3 races.
Right, that you don't have to place, do you? You just need to do them.
I try to win.
Sure.
I'll restart the championship if I don't win.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So
So-
I
here
go
I
back in
was.
time and then Lee just
Well, that's-
restarts.
Yeah, I thought you were complaining
no.
about it being a grind.
No,
but
so
it's
how it
an
works
optional
is-
grind.
I go first. If I'm in the first race, as long as I finish in the top 3 or 4, I'm happy because I know I can normally win the next 2 races and win. That's kind of how I do it. So that's my kind of theory. Yes. But I don't restart the championship completely. I just restart the race if I come lower than first after the first race.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
I forgot you were such a bad loser.
Well, what's the point of doing it if you're going to win, you know?
Yeah, fair
Hey,
enough.
Carl.
What do you get for winning?
Money.
Nothing. Oh, money. Got tons of money. That's not an issue. I spent like 2.5 million on cars. Like, money's easy to come by because you're just kind of just doing so much stuff. Like yesterday, I spent doing all the multiplayer races. You have to do 25 events in multiplayer.
Oh, yeah.
25.
25, yeah. But it's not too bad because you do 4 per multiplayer adventure. So, takes, what's that, about 6 or 7 multiplayer adventures, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah. It's quite good. It's quite funny because I've done like, of the game, 97.5% of the game's complete or something.
Wow, good job.
Yeah.
So how many do you have left then? How many achievements?
I think there's quite a few still left to do because there's DLC.
Yeah, Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. Actually, what I should do is bring up the True Achievements thing.
Well,
Man.
that's what you were already looking
No, I was actually in
at. Xbox.
Xbox, yeah, which is confusing.
I need to join you with those achievements because I also want to complete some Forza Horizon 3
Horizon?
achievements.
Forza Horizon. We did discover, I've discovered an interesting bug. The what do you call it? Quick resume doesn't work properly if you want to go to multiplayer. Silence. Which is
So
not great.
No. So the quick resume doesn't work if you go into multiplayer.
If you can't get into multiplayer properly if you do quick resume, so you better quit out of the game, restart it again.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
that's not ideal.
No. So 132 hours spent in this game, but 108. I've got 108 achievements out of 135, so I've still got 28 to go. But that
So
includes
that's really
the
good for
DLC
a
as
Forza
well.
game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, getting there. 1, 2. Yeah, so I've got on the main game. I've got like 5 left to get on the main game.
Great.
Jeez, that's impressive. Good job.
Quite a few on the Blizzard Mountain, maybe 6, 7 on Blizzard Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
About the same for and then Hoonigans. Yeah, about the same for each of those. The Hoonigan one's probably the most, but a lot of those are like do 25 ultimate drift skills in a certain car,
Oh no.
which are actually
Yep.
quite easy.
Yep.
'Cause you don't have to do them all at once. You just do them. Do some of them. So each lunchtime I'd chip away and do like 4 or 5, which is
Oh,
what I did
yeah.
Good
today.
idea.
Yeah. So hopefully by the end of the month I'll be able to do it, or near as damn it. But one of them's crazy. One I'm missing is complete 1,000 races or do snowman skills, and it's worth 125 with 673 TA score.
What's a snowman skill?
Knocking over snowmen.
Oh, cool.
So you go to
Remind me
Blizzard
what
Mountain.
country?
Aussie.
country is it?
They have a Blizzard Man thing in Aussie.
Does it snow in Australia?
Well, not really.
It does if you're making a game in Australia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess.
Um,
Oh, that's great.
My proudest one I've got is complete 2,000 races or the Hot Wheels skill, which is 125 it's worth. It was worth 600 TA. And I managed to
Ooh,
get that
wow.
one, which is nice.
Oh, well done.
Brilliant.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that's impressive.
And the one with 2,500 races or ultimate skills, 125 as well. There's 286. So there's some good ones in there I've managed to get.
Look at Lee becoming an achievement hunter.
I know,
And
getting
we're-
proper TA.
And we're the ones starting new games, Carl.
I know. Who would
What
have
is
thought?
happening? What is going on?
What is happening there, Lee?
Yeah, it's cool. So I was just like, today I was doing it just before cooking dinner, was going through and getting all the free stars, all the free gold stars in Hot Wheels.
Yep.
Just plodding through, just doing each one. All the races, all the jumps, just going through each one.
I
It's
might
cool.
have to turn
It's-
that into my lunchtime game.
It's an awesome little game to jump into. You can just jump in and do some achievements. And there's some easy
Yeah.
ones in there as well you can just jump in and grab. Like, make the Reliant Robin jump all the 300 foot.
How did you do that? Because I saw you get that achievement, and I looked at it and I go, no, he must have done something strange.
No, you just have to get the right Reliant Robin and then spend the right money on the right tune-up for it. But then the actual trick is trying to get the drive right. Trying to get it to drive right up to the jump. That's the trick. And you can't cheat. You've got to hit it right because it won't go right.
Yep.
I got a hard one today. We do this race under 2 minutes. And I did it the first time. I did it in 2 minutes, 2 seconds. I was like, oh, 2 seconds. How am I going to get 2 seconds back in a race? And I did it in 1 minute, 59 and 80.8 or something. So,
Whoa.
Wow.
and I was watching the timer. I was going to accelerate and going, and I kind of leaned forward as I went over the line to kind of just.
Yep, yep.
I think I
that's
made it. I
great.
think I've done it, and I did it on my second go. So,
Oh,
yeah,
Brilliant.
you can't afford to hit walls and stuff. You just got to be careful when you're driving around and keep up the speed and stuff like that. So there's some cool achievements in there. It was fun to go through.
that's awesome.
And Kinsman told me, get this car, use this tune for doing drifting. And I managed to get
Oh,
a
yeah.
3-star in drifting. So I was like, okay, so I can get drifting done as well now.
Nice.
that's
Okay,
good.
so I'll jump in at some point and I'll just say, Lee, how do I do this? And then you can tell me how to do things.
Yeah.
I like
It's all on TA. There's tons of information on TA. Like, it's ridiculous amount of. Because someone's gone through, there's about 30 odd blueprints. And someone's gone
Really?
through and done a video for each one. And then someone else has done a chapter, like a playlist of every single achievement on it with like a description of how to get each achievement for each blueprint.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so there's tons of information out there to complete it.
Cool. Okay. I look forward to that.
It's cool. It's a fun game. It's still a good
Finish
game.
some
Trying to get it
Forza
finished before
Horizon.
Forza 5 comes out, you see.
Ah, yes. I've gone all the way back to 3. It's got better music than 4, I think.
I play with no music on. I turn the music off now.
Oh, man. Now you are an achievement hunter.
Focus.
Yeah.
Focus.
Just focus. The kids come in, they go, lunch is ready, Dad. You go, not now.
Nope.
Busy.
I'm achievement hunting.
Bring me lunch and I go back to work.
Yeah, it's very cool. It looks good still as well. It's a good looking game.
It is a good looking game. How does it run on the Series X? Does it have any FPS boost or anything?
Yeah, it has a HDR boost, I believe. I'm not sure about an FPS boost, but it's definitely got a HDR boost of some sort.
Cool.
Because it kind of says it when you start playing it.
Ah, cool. Okay. Man, okay. I'm keen to play it now. Keen to give it a try.
That's cool. It was a good one. It's not too big as well. Like areas are not too big, so you can kind of shoot around quite quickly to get stuff.
Yeah, just do things. Always good.
Yeah, and there's annoying stuff though. So drifting's a pain because if you get a really good run going and there's another car, in Forza 4, the cars disappear.
Yep.
When you don't do it, they don't disappear in 3.
So you have to drift around them.
So you drift around them or you crash and then start again, which has happened a few times when you're trying to get from A to B quickly and there's a car there and then he decides they're going to indicate right and turn. And you're like, oh, okay, it's all over. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So that's one thing they fixed in Forza 4. We were talking about that at Kinsman, how they fixed quite a bit of stuff. Things like annoyances have been fixed a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So Forza 5 should be amazing in that theory.
Mm-hmm. Forza 5 is going to be great.
Is rewind an option in number 3?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, and that's how you kind of get like there's stuff like stupid loop-to-loop one. Yeah, there's a loop-to-loop and a big Jeep, and there's only one way of doing it, and you have to hit the speed at 200 miles an hour. Else, it's just an awesome loop-to-loop, not an ultimate. But to do that, you have to super it up in a certain way, and then kind of approach the loop-loop at a certain speed, and then you'll get it. And then you just hit rewind and go back to the beginning again, and then do it again, and you just keep doing that 5 times, and it gets you through. But to get to that point, I messed around for quite a while to go, okay, right, I've got it sussed now to kind of hit it. Yeah.
Man. That's awesome. So you're enjoying your time with Forza Horizon 3 back in the Australian
I'm
outback?
so excited for 5.
Oh, I can imagine.
And you see the map came out as well? The map's supposed to be ridiculous. I reckon it's based in Mexico.
Oh, wow, okay. It's going to be incredible.
I think so. Be interesting to see what they do with the sound. Because you kind of notice it actually with the engines. They do sound the sound. Now, whether they kind of don't have that kind of... There's no distinction going on with the sound. You just have, this car sounds like this.
Mm-hmm.
But if you change with the settings, it just sounds the same. It doesn't make any difference.
Oh, yeah.
They're supposed to have changed all the sound, haven't they?
Yeah, they've gone all ray traced sound and things like that.
Ray traced sounds. It'll be interesting to see how that makes a difference.
Yeah. Be very cool.
I do miss Kira, so it was good to hear her again telling me what to do. It was nice.
Yeah. Because who's the British one that's talking to you?
It's the same girl. She follows you, doesn't she?
But Kira's the one that, what does she do? She tells you how awesome you are, eh?
That's right, yeah. She gives you advice or helps you kind of get around and tells you when... Because remember you had drive avatars in it or something? Where you fight against other people and get them you race them, then they become your friend or your crew, or whatever they call it.
Yep.
And then they give you money or something? I don't know, I can't remember. But she keeps telling me about these people that I should race against. I was like, I did once, but the person was completely useless, so I just kicked him out of my team. Not good enough.
Like, you're not good to be in the lead team?
No, get out of my team.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. It looks really pretty.
Yes. Yeah.
Which, man.
Blizzard Mountain's really hard, I've discovered as well. Like, it's really hard to get it right. Because if you make a mistake in the snow and get off the racing line, you just slow down. So you've got to be very precise when you're doing driving.
Yeah.
Or put it on easy mode.
Or easy mode. Man. Yeah. But Blizzard Mountain, I suppose they had to make it a bit harder because it is a smaller area.
Yeah. It's reasonable size in the kind of... It isn't as big as Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels is quite a decent size. There's quite a lot of races in Hot Wheels.
Yeah, Hot Wheels is huge.
But yeah. It's fun. It's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, we can tell. Getting all the achievements in Horizon 3. Good job. Jeez. Bringing back memories, riding along the beach there.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. And I literally done that race yesterday when I was going along there.
Nice. That's so good. And so, last game, Simone?
Sure. I don't have a whole lot to say, but we did introduce a noob to Sea of Thieves on Friday.
Yes.
My colleague, actually, who is a PlayStation diehard fan, who only plays Battlefield. Same game to me.
Yeah, one of the battles.
I'm not sure what convinced him, but he has Game Pass, $1 Game Pass, and decided to give Sea of Thieves a go.
Quake convinced him.
Quake.
Oh, was it
oh,
Quake?
okay.
Nice.
It was Quake.
Okay, so he now has an Xbox profile. First game he's ever played is Quake. Second game he's ever played is Sea of Thieves.
Awesome introduction to the Xbox ecosystem.
Yeah, definitely. And I think he enjoyed himself.
Yeah, no, I think he thoroughly loved it, which is
Brilliant.
awesome.
The next day I got a Snapchat from him that he had introduced his kids to the game. So they also seem to be enjoying it, which is great. I think
That's awesome.
I think the eldest one is maybe 8 now, maybe 7. Yeah. So that's great. And then in more Sea of Thieves news, Emily, who's in the chat at the moment, has become obsessed with Sea of Thieves lately. So every weekend we're basically jumping on.
Is Rebecca going to jump in? Is Rebecca jumping in as well?
She jumped in once, yeah.
Yeah,
weekend
she jumped
before
in
last.
once.
Yeah. I got to do my first vault, which Kyle is doing for points towards Borderlands gear.
Yeah, all the Borderlands
Oh,
stuff.
yes. Blow stuff up.
Yeah.
Mayhem.
Yes. So Kyle's already done a few of these vaults. This was my first time doing it. It's interesting. So I think there's a puzzle element, although that wasn't put in my hands. Those that had done it before knew what to do. So I was just instructed to pick up gold. And it was such a strange... Everyone was really tense. Tenser than I've seen them in any other time playing Sea of Thieves. And I'm thinking, guys, what's the big deal? We're going... I know that there's a timer, that you have a certain amount of time to get all the treasure. But I'm also like, we're getting treasure. If we don't get all of it, to me, it wasn't a big deal. We're still getting loot. But this was... I didn't know that this was going to be the first time they were actually going to try and get every single little piece out. And we managed to do it.
Yeah, managed to complete the vault, which is awesome.
So yeah, every piece of loot picked up, and you get an achievement for it, which I wasn't expecting. So that was a fantastic surprise. It sounds like you definitely need 4 people to do it because you don't have enough time otherwise. There was a time where, because it was us, Emily, and Perky Turkey that were playing. And towards the end, Perky Turkey decided to stand underneath the door to see if it would stop on his character model and let us have a bit more time. And it almost seemed like it worked. So I went in to join him as well, only to come just as it closed, which locked Lee and I in the room, and we promptly drowned. But we did get all the loot, so it was worth it.
There's so much loot in these vaults. It's ridiculous,
is.
isn't it?
It's
So how
good,
long does
and
it take to run a vault? Loot vault? Is it quite a long amount of time, is it, or not too bad?
It is. It's about an hour to 2 hours per vault, because you get the mission and it gives you a compass, and then you have to follow the compass to pick up map fragments, and the map fragments lead to a key, and then the key tells you where the vault is and opens the vault. Then you go to the vault, and then you have to, in order to get the big chest out the vault that's worth the most, you have to find these medallion things and put the medallions in certain places, and then it opens up another puzzle where you have to look around for symbols, I think, and you have to turn the stones into the symbols in the right order to unlock the vault, essentially, which gives you the big chest. But all around this puzzle element, there's chests that are just everywhere. So there's these captain's chests and seafarers' chests and piles of gold and goblets to pick up. So there's all this treasure that you can pick up. And obviously they've done it so that people have to work in groups to do it. Because if you're a solo, you have to choose, am I just getting as many chests out as I can? Am I picking up all the piles of gold? Am I picking up all the little fiddly things to take out the vault? Or am I going to do the puzzle and try to get the big chest at the end, which is worth a lot.
I think once the vault door opens, you get maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah, it feels like 2 minutes.
Yeah, to get everything. And everyone gave me like a pep talk before we opened the door, and they just said, "Okay, Simone, what's your job?" And
Focus.
I'm thinking, I don't know, what do you want me to do? So they just said, "Well, just pick up chests and gold." So I ran in, and there's just gold in piles everywhere, and you sit there holding X And so I just went around the room holding X until someone yelled, "Okay, I think it's closing. I think it's closing." And then I ran away.
So do you put the chest outside, do you, and then go back in and grab more, or can you grab one chest at a time?
So yeah, you grab a chest and then you haul it just outside the door because there's two doors for the vault. So the one door at the entrance to the cave, and then you go down a path in the cave to another door, and the second door is the one that's got a time limit that closes.
Yeah.
So all you do is you grab the chest and you just haul it out the second door, because the door goes up and then it starts making noises like it's coming down again until it gets about halfway, and then everything starts rumbling. And then I think once it starts rumbling, you've got about 15 seconds.
It's like a warning, 2-minute warning.
Yeah,
Basically.
it's very Indiana Jones.
It is.
Excellent.
And in the meantime, you're just going, run, gold, grab chests, grab everything, throw everything out. Grab all the skulls, grab all the goblets, just take it and drop. And then the longest part is grabbing all that treasure and putting it onto your boat. And then
Yes.
sailing to the outpost, avoiding all the pirates, and handing all that in. And at one point, for one of the vaults we did, we put all the chests on a rowboat, and we got the rowboat up onto the island right next to the gold hoarders, and we were handing in stuff so quickly that for 10 minutes or so after we had finished handing stuff in, the game was still going, chest sold, here's some gold. This sold, here's some gold. That sold, our level increase.
One of the other fantastic stories from that session was that we got ambushed by a reaper's ship at one point, and we all died, only to find out that almost all of us died, and Emily had stayed alive, and she held the key in her hand, and she had swum to a sneaky rock where she couldn't be seen, but she could see the other ship. And so we respawned with our ship, because our ship obviously sunk, and we had to perform a rescue mission to try and figure out where she was, which could have been easy enough because we weren't that far, or we were a bit far. But right where she was, there was also a storm. So if she's yelling out, head southeast, I'm going, okay, let's head southeast, but I'm in a storm, so I end up going northwest.
Because the compass just freaks out.
Spins around, that's right. Like
Yes.
magnetics, yeah.
Amazing. Because we're using in-game chat rather than Xbox party chat. If people get too close to Emily, they can hear her proximity chat within the game.
Yes.
So she's on the rock, and she's whispering to us, okay, guys, I think if you head southwest. And then she's like, I'm going quiet because the ship might be coming back.
It was a lot of fun. It felt, because she had to whisper, it felt real. It felt like role-playing.
It was so good.
So it
And
was
then,
good fun.
yeah, we ended up sailing past the island where the Reapers were, and they started chasing us down, didn't they, again?
Yeah.
But
They just started turning towards us, and we were basically looking at them through our spyglass, and then a kraken appears for them and takes them out.
and sinks their ship.
So we were safe.
So
It was
good.
good fun. And then we went off to the vault. So if it weren't for the rescue mission, we would have been playing for another 2 hours probably.
Yeah, because you would have lost the key.
Started from scratch.
So yeah, it was really fun, especially since the Reapers got their ship sunk by a kraken. That's what you get if you mess with us.
revenge.
Yeah, well,
So yeah.
sweet revenge. But really fun, and I've got all the stuff for the Borderlands ship now, which I'm quite stoked about.
Oh, nice. And the ship as well.
Yeah, everything for it. So the sails and the cannons
hull.
and the
Awesome.
So it looks like a McDonald's ship.
I think it looks a bit silly, but that's okay.
It's Borderlands, of course it
completely
does.
silly. Yeah. But it's great fun. Definitely try to do the vaults. There's so much stuff now in Sea of Thieves. It's insane. They've done a good job with it.
That's cool. And it keeps going as well. They keep adding more stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's rumor that they're going to add owls and dolphins.
Oh wow!
So-
Dang, Kyle! I just bought a pet.
Yeah, I just saw the rumor today
Oh,
that there's going to be owls and dolphins added.
oh, that's cool.
And so
Yeah,
when you're busy
everyone's-
sailing, the dolphins will leap by your ship,
Oh, that's cool.
and then you can catch a dolphin and ride it or something like that.
Wow, cool.
So that'll be quite interesting to see how they do that.
Yeah, we could be a Golphine. Oh,
A
Golphine.
Golphine. A Golphine Dang.
Golphine Gang. That is the second time I've done that. No one heard the first one. That's okay.
Oh, that's hilarious. Golphine Dang. So yeah,
Podcast name.
I think that's all our games, isn't it, for this week?
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's us.
Man, been a great week for gaming. Lots of playing. Definitely play No Man's Sky. Really recommend it. It's so good. Now, there's so much stuff to do. It looks fantastic on the Series X. Like, it looks absolutely beautiful. So we're going to try a new mini segment called Screenshot of the Week, which people have suggested to us. I don't know how we're going to do it, so hold on while we have a live meeting about this.
I think we need more warning to actually have screenshots.
Well, if you have a look in the XboxCast Xbox Club, there's been screenshots posted by myself and by Charmandersaurus. So I think there's 2 screenshots in the running for now.
So can I get to them while I'm sat here quietly? That's the question.
If you open the Xbox app, you should be able to.
Yeah, but who knows how that Xbox app really works?
Yeah, no, I don't. That's why I sprung it onto you, so it can be your problem.
Oh, thanks, bro.
See? I think of these things.
It might be a good idea to do the screenshots after the podcast recording, because it's obviously not going to be any fun for those
Listening.
But we can announce that this is what we're going to do, and it'll be for our Twitch followers, so they can get on board this coming week, and we can have more to present next podcast.
I like it. That's a good idea.
I'm just jumping in now, but I can probably pick them up if it's on their feed. There you go.
So let's see if Lee can do it. I mean, people follow us because we do stuff like this live, don't they?
There you go.
Simone is very pained. She's like, I wish you guys had asked me before we did this.
So there's one here from Charmander,
Yep.
which is control person being held by the head.
Yep, holding on to someone's head.
Oh, that's a great one.
That's an excellent screenshot from Control.
Oh, I can make it bigger. There you go. I didn't know you could do that. We've got one here for Psychonauts from Scarred for Life, Russell.
Oh, brilliant.
Is this working? Yeah, it works okay. It works okay, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I have no idea what's going on here. Somebody took another shot of Psychonauts, Scarred for Life again. That's pretty cool.
Fantastic.
Oh, so there is people. So what are we thinking so far? Who's this guy? Kyle. What are you two doing? It looks like you're buried in some grass. So you just sat in the grass
We're
talking
sitting.
to each other.
We're having a picnic
Oh, that's so
picnic date.
that's so cute.
in No
Are you-
Man's Sky.
Are you not dying?
You should have a look at this screenshot on it in HDR. It is absolutely amazing compared to this. This looks all washed out and not very colorful. In HDR, the screenshot looks amazing.
So, Kyle, can you download these next time then?
I'll try. I'll see if I can try.
Another one from Kyle, Resident Evil Village. As a share.
That's a share. That's the only screenshots we have. It's the
Scarlet
four
Nexus,
so far.
6 days ago. It was in the week. Looks like he's watching
yeah?
TV.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he is. All the TV at the same
Just
time.
chilling, watching all the channels, just in case I might miss something.
Watching all the TVs.
Now I feel sad because I've taken pictures on Forza.
Oh, and you didn't post them.
Didn't post them, no. I share them on Twitter. I don't share them on...
Yeah,
XboxCast.
we'll use the club as long as it exists. But maybe
Yeah, it's a good idea. Wait a minute.
maybe we'll have a look at doing it on Twitter as well, and then we'll do it as Simone suggests, not while we're busy recording a podcast, but in between,
Crazy talk.
like a pre-show or something. Warm up
What?
the crowd, get them excited
What
about.
are
this
you
stuff.
talking about? Like, actually be organised?
Allegedly, let's pretend that we're going to be organized for next week. How does that
Okay.
sound? How does that sound to the listeners?
That sounds
Well,
cute.
By the time they hear it, we will have podcasted next week anyway.
Podcasted. Oh, my guy. Oh, I can't make him big, though.
Oh no, what a problem. And on that note, thank you guys for listening. Please rate us on your podcast platform of choice and tell your friends, your family, even the cat. Sharing us by word of mouth is how we grow and how we get into other people's ears. And hopefully they find us as exciting as you do. And then that way we can have more people to talk to and more screenshots to share. Who knows? It's a wild, wild world out there. It's up to you guys to help us conquer it, basically. So if you want to follow the Xbox Cast around, check all the social media links in our episode description, or go to Linktree, the Xbox Cast. I would spell it out, but I've forgotten how. Follow us on Twitter at the Xbox Cast. Follow us on Instagram at the Xbox Cast Podcast. Keep note that those names are not the same for unknown reasons. Blame Instagram, they don't like us.
Oh yeah, because we couldn't get it, could we?
No, we couldn't get it.
There was a whole thing went on.
Something Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg is feeling threatened.
That's right. We were too good. That was the problem.
Yeah, we're too good. But follow us on Instagram. It looks like things are very cool over there. It's the new hip, cool place where all the kids are hanging out. And Simone, where can they find you?
I am Jim Bean NZ on Xbox and Twitter.
And Lee?
I am Lee Howard on Xbox and Twitter.
And I'm Zarkras on Xbox. We have all our links in our episode description. Click them and be happy. Thank you guys for listening. We've been the Xbox Cast and this has been GameFace. We'll see you all on Xbox Live. Goodbye and good night.